Welcome to our first lecture on Introduction to R Programming. Our first lecture is Why R and Installation Procedure. Here we will discuss about why we have to switch to R, what is the importance of R, then we will see the history of R, finally how to install R. Now coming to the course outline, first we will see the introduction about R, then history of R, then switching to R, then how to install R on various platforms, then installing R Studio. I will see one by one. First of all, what is R? We all aware R is a programming language. But what type of programming language it is? How it can be useful? What is the importance? So all we will see here. R is essentially an environment for the data manipulation, statistical computing, as well as graphical display and data analysis. So mainly R creates an environment for the data manipulation, whatever the data we are having. If you want to perform some operations on data, it may be a insertion, it may be a deletion, it may be a modification, etc. And statistical computing. So computing various statistical functions on data, as well as graphical display. So graphical display means whatever the data we are analyzing, if you want to display the data in the form of some pictorial representation, it may be like bar chart, it may be like pie chart, etc. And data analysis. Finally, we have to do some analysis on data, then we have to predict. Then effective data handling and storage of outputs is possible. So whatever the data we can handle very effectively, and outputs can be stored. That is also possible here. R is simple as well as complicated calculations are possible here. In R, we have to calculate simple as well as complicated calculations. Graphical display on screen and hard copy are possible. So the outputs can be displayed in the form of graphical form on screen. Then you can store those graphical formats. And programming language is effective, which includes all possibilities, just like any other programming languages. And the R is very similar in appearance to S language, which is a software S plus. So R is very similar in appearance to S language based on S plus. Then R is widely used among statisticians and data miners for developing statistical software and data analysis. One of the survey polls and data mining surveys and studies of scholarly literature databases show substantial increase in popularity of R. So today I have collected the latest statistics as of June 2020. R ranks 9th position in the TIOBE index. TIOBE is the software quality company which analyzes the impact of programming languages based on their importance and uses. According to this company index ranking, R stood ninth position as of June, current month, 1st June 2020. This was done. A measure of popularity of programming languages. So this is the website. If you can open this website, you will get all the details. So for our glance, here I have projected the screenshot of the top 20 languages as of June 2020. Now you can see here. See here the comparison last year June to current year June. The comparison and the position of the languages, their ratings and change. So these are all top 20 programming languages are listed in the order in June 2020. Their last year rank also mentioned under the column June 2019. Then the change, popularity is increased or decreased, the name of the language, then rating based on the reviews, then the change percentage also given. The first language is C programming language. So last year to this year, so last year it is in second place, now it is moved to first place. Now you can see the popularity of C programming language. 17.19% ratings are there, then 3.89% the popularity is increased, the difference last time to this time. Then the second top language is Java. See the ratings and change. The third one is Python. Python last time and this time, that will be in the same position. Fourth one is C++. So both years it will be in the same position. Then C Sharp. Last time 6th position, now this time 5th position. Next sixth one is Visual Basic. So last time it is 5, now it is decreased, moved to 6th position. JavaScript is at 7th position in both years. Then 8th one is PHP. So last time to this time, same position. Now we can come to our R language. Here you can see drastic changes are done. So last year, June 2019, it was at 22nd position. Now you can see the difference. As of current month, 2020, it stood 9th position. And the ratings are 2.19%. The change, the difference, increase is 1.27%. Now you can see the popularity of our programming language, the importance is increased last year to this year. Now coming to the detailed example of the R popularity. So highest position since 2007. So it was in 8th position in January 2018. Lowest position since 2007. So it was in 73rd position in December 2008. Now you can see, you can compare 2007 to till 2007 to, that is the importance will be started at the time itself. At that time it was in the 73rd position. Now you can see after 10 years the drastic change, you can see it stood 8th position. Now in 2019 again it was at 22nd position, some decrement. Again 2020 after 1 year you can see it stood the same 8th position. This graph you can see the popularity of the R language year-wise, how it is increased. So the drastic change was happens in between 2018 to 20 last 2 years. The popularity is increased. Again now 20 it is increasing. Now it stood at 8th position. As of June 1st, 2020, the R, the change is 2.19. Previous screenshot what you have seen. So this is the popularity of R software. Then coming to the history of R. R is an implementation of the S programming language. Earlier you mentioned it is an appearance to S programming language based on S+, which combines the lexical scoping semantics inspired by scheme. So what is lexical scoping? The semantic is validation, providing meaningful form with proper type checking and type equivalence. S was created by John Chambers in 1976 at Bell Labs. There are some important differences, but much of the code written for S runs unaltered. So whatever the code written in R, much of the code is same as in S, whatever the code. Now coming to R, R was created by two scientists, Ross Ihaka and Robert Gentleman at the University of Auckland, New Zealand, and is currently developed by the R Development Core team. Now, a core team was formed with name R Development Core team. So, which Chambers is a member. Now, R is named partly after the first names of the first two authors, Ross Ihaka and Robert Gentleman, and partly as a play on the name of S. So we don't have abbreviation of R. So that was named with the two first authors by considering the first starting letter R and some part on the name of S. The first project related to R was started in 1992 with an initial version released in 1995 and a stable beta version released in 2000. Then R, the core team. This is the official website of R software, www.r-project.org. This is the official website we will use for downloading of R software. Then any time to time updates, new versions, everything can be available in that official website. So we already know R is a free software environment, mainly used for statistical computing and graphics. Under the open source license, which is called as General Public License by GNU, that is Open Source Operating System. All the softwares which comes under open source should be under GNU, General Public License. It provides a wide variety of statistical and graphical techniques. R can be easily extended with 15,859 packages available on the cloud CRAN mirror as of today, June 25th, 2020. So today I have collected the latest packages available in R, 15,859. The following website shows all the packages from 2006 to till date. 15,000 plus packages are there. So all these packages are used for statistical computation and data analysis. Even in R, we have an advantage. We can develop our own package also. So in addition, there are many packages provided on other websites such as Bioconductor and also a lot of packages under development at RForge and GitHub. Some other sources also. The packages are provided. So this is the flexibility of R with respect to packages. Then moving to switching to R. Now why you have to switch to R? Means why you have to use R? Whatever the importance just now we covered by keeping all these points in our mind. So we have to switch to R. R has statistical computing environment. It is a free open source software already mentioned and therefore is not a black box. Here what is a black box? Normally many programming languages. So whenever you are writing a code using a particular programming language syntax, then you have to compile your program. Once compilation is over, if any errors are there, it shows the error details. After rectification of errors, you have to execute your program or run. So at that time, directly it shows what is the output corresponding to the given input. But internally, what is the process happened that we don't know? That is called as black box. So here R is not a black box, which is a open source. So during compilation, we will see the entire process line by line, what is happening, where errors are occurred. Everything is transparent. Easily we can trace line by line. That is called as interpreted. R is a interpreted language. It is not a compile. It has a computer language which is convenient to use for statistical and graphical applications. So the main popularity of R is on statistical and graphical applications. And also the commands in R can be saved. Whatever the commands we are typing, that can be saved. You have to run those commands and you have to store the commands in script files. Here, the script file name is R script with extension .r. That is the extension of R programming language. Then R is available for various platforms like majorly Windows, Unix, Linux, and Macintosh platforms. So whatever the system you are using, it may be laptop or desktop. Check your operating system, whether it is Windows or Unix or Linux or Apple Macintosh. Then the respective version will be available in our project official website. So you can download. This we already mentioned. R was developed to compute with S+. Built-in contributed packages are available. Just now we mentioned the 15,000 plus packages. And users are provided tools to make packages. We have the flexibility. We can develop with our own packages. It is possible to contribute our own packages. Then R is an interpreted computer language, not a compiler. Just now we mentioned R is not a black box. So that means not a compiler. Compiler means which takes input and produces output without knowing the internal process. Here, R is an interpreted computer language. We have to check line by line interpretation, the process. That is one advantage. When we use the command line interface, each command or expression to be evaluated is typed at the command prompt and immediately evaluated when the enter key is pressed at the end of a syntactically complete statement. So here we are using our command prompt version console or console like our notepad. So here we have to type each command or expression that is being evaluated. At the end of each and every command or expression, once it is syntactically correct, simply you have to press the enter key from your keyboard. Then automatically the command is executed. If there is no any syntax error, then it executes the command and produces the output here itself. If it has any errors after pressing the enter key, it shows the error at line 1 or somewhere it is missed, warning, etc. It shows. Even in the menu, we have compile and run option also. But instead of using those directly by pressing enter key here itself, the commands or expressions are executed. So that is more user friendly. Then some important tips we have to remember whenever you are working with R software. So whenever you will press the up arrow key from your keyboard, it recalls the commands and you can edit. Suppose previously you typed one command, so then you entered into next step. So previously typed command again, if you want to reuse, here no need to retype. Simply you have to press the up arrow key, then the previously typed command will be displayed again. If any changes are there, you can edit by moving the cursor towards left or towards right. You can edit. And by using the escape key to cancel a command, whenever you can press escape, the command is cancelled. These are all the tips you have to remember. Then finally, graphics can be directly saved in a PDF format or PostScript format. The file name with extension .pdf or .ps PostScript. Whatever the outputs displayed in the form of graphics, it may be a chart or pie chart or histogram. So if you want to save those outputs for further references or for record purpose, you can save in any of the two formats. One is PDF, other one is PostScript format. So because of all these advantages, so we have to switch to R. Then coming to the installation of R. How to install R on our desktops or laptops. So the official website where the software is available is shown here. Download and install R in Windows or Apple or any other computers by downloading from the official link. So this is the official link. So whenever you can click this link on any browser, www.r-project, that is hyphen not underscore .org, that this is the home page. After clicking on that URL, this is the home page displays. From this home page, see the R project for statistical computing, the main application of R. Here we have option download R. So you have to click on download R. Then see the next screen, what it displays. So this is the next screen after clicking on download R. So in this screen, various mirrors are available. That means servers. Depends on various countries where the servers are located. You can choose on any mirror and click on the link. Anyone you can choose. For example, by default, Zero Cloud Server. So whenever you can click on the rproject.org, then it shows the various versions for R. Then I will demonstrate one live. Let us wait. So here I'm clicking the URL. Now this will redirect to our internet page. Now you can see here. So this is the home page what you saw earlier. So after clicking on download R, you can see. Now I am clicking download R. So what is the next page you can see? It shows the mirror, various mirrors. So by default I am clicking the Zero Cloud mirror URL. Now you can see. This is the page which consisting of various versions of R and downloading option for various platforms. Here you can see we have download R for Linux environment, download R for Macintosh OS, then download R for Windows. Most of them we are using Windows operating system. Now I will click on download R for Windows. Now it shows some prerequisites, whether you are installing first time or it is already there. So maybe initially we are installing means you have to click on first time. Then you can see for Windows there are two categories. If your Windows is 32-bit operating system or 64-bit operating system, for both same only available. So the maximum size of this software is 84 megabytes. So download R 4.0.2 for Windows. So this is the latest version of R. So whenever you can click on this link, now see the exe file is downloading with 83 MB size. So then it is very simple. After the exe file is downloaded, simply have to click on it. Then you can select next, next, next. Finally, the installation will be completed. Now I will demonstrate that installation also. So once it is completed, now you can click on that file. So where it is downloaded. So this one R 4.0.2 Windows. So click on this. It will have some permissions initially. You can click on yes. Then it shows the default language as English. You can choose the language, then click on next. Then it takes some time, 5 to 10 minutes. So once successful installation is over, it creates a shortcut desktop icon showing R. Now you can see, do you want to allow this app to make changes? So click on yes. Do you want to allow? Okay, then See, the default language is English. Then see the information. Then click on next. So the path it is showing C program files are 4.0.2 default path. Click on next. So here it is showing both 32-bit 64 default. You can keep as it is, don't change anything. So please specify yes or not, then click on next. So no, accept defaults. Default you can put as it is. Now it creates a folder with R. Okay, keep as it is. Then here select an option, create desktop shortcut. Then once installation over, it shows the shortcut. Now it is installing. So 84 MB, that is normal size only. Now see how fastly it is installing. See the installation window. Once installation is over, it creates a desktop shortcut icon. So from that, you can move to our R console window or command prompt. Similarly, we have one integrated development environment IDE version of R, which is called as R Studio. It is also a open source software which runs R environment in R Studio. It is integrated development environment, that is IDE, graphical user interface. So this basic R is console command based. So here everything we have to type, whereas R Studio, so already predefined functions, menus are available. Simply we have to drag and drop type environment. Now our installation is completed. Then click on finish. Now you can see come to our desktop. So here you can see recently added. Here R with two versions are there. So RX64, that is 64-bit. So even 34-bit is also there. So now here this system OS is 64-bit. So we have to click on this. Now directly we came to our R environment window. So this is the R command prompt window with the name itself, R console. You can move this window in the page wherever is convenient. Here you can see we have menu consisting of source R code, new script, open already existing, display, load workspace, save workspace, load history, save history, change directory if you want to change the path, If you want to print, if you want to save to file, then exit. These are all the various options. Then edit, we have paste, then select all GUI preference, etc. Then view, just only toolbar status bar. Then miscellaneous, some other options are there. Then packages, we already mentioned, are consisting of 15,000 plus packages. So we can load packages, or you can install packages, you can update package using this package menu. Then Windows, which shows your files history. Then help menu, whatever the help required, the PDF manuals, FAQs. So all you can browse from here, even HTML help also. So this is our R console prompt. Now our next session onwards, whatever the topics we are covering, we will practice using the R programming language, using this console command prompt version. Then coming to our next one, so that is the installation procedure of R. Similarly, just now we mentioned, we have another tool or software which is GUI based, that is called as RStudio. RStudio is a software which helps in running R software, which is a free and open source integrated development environment, abbreviated as IDE, mainly for R. Then how to install RStudio IDE? This is the official website given below, www.rstudio.com. Under that you can type products, under that RStudio, or directly you can copy this URL and paste in our browser. Directly to goes to the respective page and click on download RStudio desktop version, or this is the URL, direct URL for that. Then click for the download link recommended for your system. Then run the downloaded file, double click the file to start the setup wizard. Then click next until finish. In the similar fashion, you can try installation of RStudio. So during our execution, parallelly, some we will demonstrate using RStudio also. Our primary focus is on R console. All the commands, expressions, whatever we are executing, that we can demonstrate using our R console software. So with this, now we are concluding in this lecture what we covered. What is R? The importance of R, then history of R, then switching to R, then installing R and RStudio softwares on various platforms. Now, from our next lecture onwards, we will start working on our R console environment. Whatever we are discussing, practically we will execute in the R console. So before coming to next lecture, it is mandatory for all of you install R software and RStudio both in your laptops or desktops. So whenever you are having with our own computer, it is easy to understand whenever we will practice with our own hand. Otherwise, it is very difficult to understand. So all of you try to get your systems wherever available. There you can sit. So you can practice it, whatever I have presented by following the same procedure. Parallel you have to follow. So time to time. So you can easily understand. Okay. We'll meet you in the next lecture. See you. Take care. Goodbye.